Elena has mastered the art of composure. As a pastor's wife and a mother, she has spent her life moving gracefully through roles shaped by expectation rather than desire. Her days are calm and meticulously arranged. Soft smiles offered on cue, charity gatherings attended with quiet devotion, a faith and family life that appear flawless in photographs. Yet, beneath that serene polish lies a silence that weighs heavily, a stillness that presses in on her chest, leaving her breathless in ways no one ever sees. Then, there is Peyton, a celebrated writer with a bold voice and an unapologetic sense of self. She carries the marks of loss and heartbreak, having walked through grief and emerged changed. Still, she has shaped a life entirely her own, one defined by honesty, art, deep friendships, and freedom. She owes no explanations, makes no concessions, and has learned to be at ease with solitude. Their worlds are not meant to collide, and yet they do. The moment arrives at a photography seminar, one of those modern, sun-drenched gatherings filled with creators chasing inspiration. Elena isn't even meant to be there, but she enters anyway, poised yet preoccupied, just as Peyton concludes a talk on capturing truth within a single frame. Their eyes find each other. There is no spectacle, no dramatic pause, only a brief, quiet spark, subtle and undeniable, one neither of them can quite understand. Peyton notices Elena the moment she sees her. There's something in the way Elena moves, measured and graceful, something in the calm cadence of her voice that doesn't quite match the sadness she carries beneath it. Elegance wrapped around restraint. And Elena, though her expression never betrays her, feels a quiet shift inside herself. Small, subtle, but impossible to ignore. They exchange only a few words, a polite thank you, a gentle compliment, a look that lingers just a heartbeat longer than it should. Nothing improper, nothing overt, yet something unseen slips into place between them. A door opens, and from that moment forward, Elena begins to ask herself questions she has never dared to form, about the life she's built, about the woman she's become, about what it truly means to feel alive. After that first encounter, Elena tells herself it was insignificant. Just a stranger with a striking voice and warm eyes, nothing more. But her body betrays her logic. Something within her has shifted. She checks her email too often, half expecting a message that never arrives. She slows outside bookstores, scanning spines and displays, wondering if she might stumble upon one of Peyton's novels. She replays their brief exchange again and again, not for the words themselves, but for the way they made her feel seen, unsettled, awake. Peyton, too, carries the moment with her. She writes about it later in her journal, not in sweeping romance or dramatic confession, but with thoughtful curiosity. A woman she met, different, beautiful in a quiet, restrained way, married, composed. And yet there was something unresolved in her gaze, a question she didn't yet know how to ask. Peyton trusts her instincts, and they whisper that Elena is searching for something she hasn't yet learned to name. Fate steps in quietly, almost playfully. A mutual friend, Tyler, reconnects them at a dinner party. Nothing intentional, nothing dramatic. Peyton is invited at the last minute. Elena arrives out of duty. And suddenly, they are seated at the same table, carefully composed, pretending the other's presence doesn't matter, while the space between them grows heavier with every stolen glance. This time, they talk. Really talk. About writing, about art, about love, kept safely abstract. Peyton is warm, teasing, effortlessly bold. Elena answers with restraint, choosing her words with care, her guard firmly in place. Yet beneath the politeness, something stirs. A spark, slow and patient, quietly learning how to burn. The night holds them in a strange, magnetic pause, the kind where everything has already been felt, even if nothing is said. Elena smiles before leaving. Peyton watches her go. Both wonder if they imagined it, if loneliness created meaning where there was none. But the truth follows them home, lingering in their thoughts, refusing to fade. After that night, distance softens. It begins with a message, careful, polite, almost formal. Peyton reaches out, gently suggesting they talk again. Elena reads it again and again. She waits a full day, telling herself she's calm, composed. But her hands tremble when she finally presses send. What follows is quiet and gradual. Texts that stretch longer than intended, coffee that lasts hours, meetings framed as creative exchange. They talk about everything and nothing. Writing, photography, faith, the weight of expectations. And with every conversation, Elena feels something opening inside her. Like a part of her long held asleep is slowly, undeniably, waking. Peyton notices the changes, the way Elena leans closer when she laughs, how her smile softens, how her eyes linger. She doesn't rush her. She understands restraint, but she also knows connection when she feels it. And this is real. One afternoon, they wander the city for hours with no destination, guided only by shared stories and a silence that feels safe. Slowly, carefully, Elena opens up about her marriage, the expectations weighing on her, the way she sometimes feels like a visitor in her own life. In that quiet closeness, Elena reaches for her hand. The touch is simple, almost tentative, yet it shifts everything. What they share is no longer just friendship, it's something real, unnamed, and impossible to ignore. Outwardly, Elena's life remains unchanged. She still wakes beside her husband, attends church events, hosts charity gatherings, smiles as expected. But inside, her world is quietly transforming. Peyton is everywhere, in sermons, in conversations, in the spaces between obligation and routine. It isn't merely longing, it's recognition. Being seen not as a role, but as herself, and that truth both thrills and terrifies her. Then one evening, without planning or hesitation, it happens. They sit side by side, talking about the kind of love that changes you. Unexpected, inconvenient, undeniable. Peyton turns. Elena meets her gaze. No words are needed. Their kiss is tender, deliberate, filled with everything they've been holding back. When it ends, they sit in silence, sharing breath, knowing a line has been crossed and nothing will ever be the same. This isn't escape. It's real. Afterward, the world doesn't fall apart, but it does shift. Elena tries to bury what she feels, but the truth has a pulse now. It follows her into prayer, into long drives, into the quiet of her home. Eventually, she can't stay silent. She meets Peyton in a quiet place. The moment they see each other, everything rushes back. Elena admits she's torn, caught between the life she's lived and the woman she's becoming. Peyton doesn't push. She simply says, softly and without hesitation, "I love you." And Elena knows then that nothing can undo what has already changed inside her. The world begins to close in. Her husband notices the distance, the silence. Questions turn into suspicion, then anger. When the confrontation finally comes, there is no drama, only truth. Asked to choose, Elena does. For the first time in her life, she admits she loves Peyton, and she can no longer pretend otherwise. The aftermath is quieter than she imagined. The marriage ends with acceptance. Elena's life becomes smaller, simpler, and finally honest. She steps into the unknown, grieving what she's lost, learning what she's gained. And Peyton walks beside her, not as a savior, but as a partner. Their love, once hidden, is now real, imperfect, brave. And as they sit together in the light, Elena smiles, truly smiles, knowing she's no longer living someone else's story. she's finally writing her own.